All right, folks. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park, you're live with your boy Lonzo, the godfather of West Coast hip hop. And that way from my man Dusty, my right-hand man, the one who got my back, got my six. I'm going to get this party started right quick, folks. This is how we do it. Now, y'all know what? I done messed around here and tripped out and pushed the start button 3 minutes early, too early. Dusty ain't here yet. It's just me and you. And I'm going to get him on the phone, let him know I messed up. I was half doing something on the computer and pushed the go live button before I was supposed to go live. Anyway, I'm glad to hear it worked. That's a good thing. I'm going to get him on the line right quick so we can get this party started in the right way. In the meantime, folks, hope everybody's doing good. First week in February. It's your boy Lonzo, and we are here. I see I got some folks in the chat room already. Who we got here? Corey, what's up with you, Doc? Martin, always in the dugout. And Jeremiah, what's up with you? This is what it do. Yeah, I messed around and tripped out. I was sitting up here on the computer trying to erase something and messed around here and pushed the start button. And once you push start, you can't stop. And that's just how this game goes. That's why we're here a few minutes early. It's all right. I wasn't doing much no way, just trying to do a little house cleaning on my computer. Look here, folks. If you haven't heard, Now Lonzo is in the various film festivals right now. I'll be in Sacramento on March the 10th at the Oaktown Theater doing a book signing and a screening of documentary. It should be off the chain, folks. I'm looking forward to it. Yo, what up with you, Dusty?
What up, Lons? How you doing, my man?
Man, I'm doing all right. Dude, mess around and push the start button too damn fast, trying to do something else. Now just enough of the start button was under the arrow, and I looked. Oh shit! This damn thing to start off. Anyway,
you had me tripping over here. Like, am I late? But all right, we good.
You ain't late. It's on me. It's on me. Talk to me, Doc. What you got?
Man, lots to talk about, Lonzo. It's been a very, very interesting week, man. First off, I'm going to ask everybody to hit that like button if they haven't already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. Stick around for a bit. I see a couple of the OGs in the building already. Shout out to all you guys. Let's see. First thing, Lonzo, Tekashi 6ix9ine, a guy who we've talked about a lot in the past. Not so much recently because he hasn't been trending lately, but Tekashi 6ix9ine's jewelry, designer bags, and music plaques are all up for auction by the IRS. Looks like old boy's in a lot of financial trouble. Years ago, he had dozens of bright rainbow-colored cars. He was wearing 2 to 3 AP watches at a time. He was rocking so-called diamond necklaces and bracelets. Now he owes money to the IRS. Explain to these youngins how that happens, Lonzo.
When you go into business, you have multiple silent partners that don't even trip until they're ready to trip. And the IRS is one of those partners. And if you don't have the right people around you that's helping you handle your business, these people will come and they will change your life for the worse in a matter of minutes. The IRS has been the downfall of so many artists. It's ridiculous. Mostly black artists. IRS, they took everything Red Fox had. They had Wesley Snipes in jail for a while. They even got my man Ron Isley for a minute. So the IRS don't play, and the more money you get, the more money they're gonna get you for. And to see somebody like Tekashi 6ix9ine, who you couldn't have told him when he had the money he was supposed to pay taxes. You couldn't have told him he had to file certain paperwork to protect himself or make certain investments. His whole persona was nothing but flossing. He walked around with a meal ticket allegedly a meal ticket in his Gucci bag. I watched the video just the other day. He was just throwing money out of his car, 550,000, 100,000, and I got 4 houses on my wrist right now, and a guy like me can take off 3 years. Yeah, you taking off your all that shit and give it to the IRS. That's what you taking off right now. Taking off all that shit and give it to the IRS. And it's just amazing, man, how folks they skyrockets, man. They go up, they look good for a hot second, and you never hear from them again. And he'll blame everybody else, like most of them do, but for his problems. But you couldn't have told him, just like you couldn't tell the Island Boys, hey man, put y'all hit a lick, put some money up, because y'all ain't gonna be relevant forever. But you can't, and I'm gonna say this because it happened to me. You couldn't have told me when I was 23, 24 years old, I wouldn't be a major baller forever. Everybody has a season, man. Some people's seasons a little bit longer than others, but most people have a season of success, and depending on how you do your harvest will determine if you're able to reap your benefits long term. I bought houses. I bought a house. I invested in my equipment. This is my. Me and the bank still own it. As long as I pay my mortgage, I got that. And I was thinking, man, it's amazing that we having this conversation today, because I've had this conversation 3 times in the past 3 days. Just talking about people that I once envied in the record industry. I had jealous envy. When you see somebody that, God damn, man, he got it going on. Jealousy is, I'm going to get that nigga. He got it going on. No. Envy is like, oh, shit, that's a nice car. And not that you hate on it any way, form, or fashion. It's just like, damn, why I couldn't get done like that? And I think about some of the cats who have blown up and blown out over their hip hop career, and like, man, these dudes have traded multi-million-dollar mansions for jail cells. No, that's all right. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. My house ain't just 3 bedrooms, studio. I can do what I want to pretty much. I need to put some money into it, but it's fine. And I'm here, and I can come and go as I please. And man, that means a whole lot, especially when you can do it walking upright, dude. There's so many things to be thankful for in this world. You just really have to be careful, and be thankful at all times, man. Because when you got it, you better hold on to it, or find somebody that knows how to help you hold on to it. And that's what most people fall short on.
You've been in the business, Lonzo, damn near as long as the business has been around when it comes to hip hop. Hip hop is 50 plus years. Obviously, you came a little bit later in the game, not too much later though. But you would think this deep into the game, 6 decades going on, and seeing all the people who came before them get screwed royally, screwed with no Vaseline, just a little bit of spit maybe on the helmet. Why do you think these youngsters are still going broke? And when I say youngsters, I mean specifically in hip hop, after accumulating millions.
Very easy. They believe their own bullshit. They actually think that they are who somebody told them they were. You ain't shit. You just got lucky in a lot of cases. You got lucky. That and nobody wants to ever think that they're not going to be successful long term. You hit a lick, and 1 minute you just a cat, rapping off beat. Next minute you are a global entity, and people are telling you how great you are, how much they love your music, and you think you can't do no wrong. You think that the world actually revolves around you. You think the world is yours. And you got a nice little chunk of it for a while, but at some point in time, you get so caught up in being you forgot what made you in the first place. And you start getting, especially nowadays, when folks try to diversify or try to, music changes so fast, especially music, and music changes so fast, you fall off. You don't even fall off. You just get thrown off for the next motherfucker coming up. You just get to the side for the next dude or the next girl. And you can't believe it. So you try to do other things. You try reality shows, energy drinks, whatever the trend says. Because it's a pattern. Folks try to do movies, and the movies don't work for you. You have no talent for movies. They try to do commercials. Now you can't sell shit. Very few cats can do all that shit. LL, Cube, Snoop. Everybody can transition into multiple situations. And then They don't control their music. So, next thing you know, you go from being a superstar, or you so desperate to try to keep up a lifestyle that you perpetrated you had, you end up in the penitentiary, or you back on fries. One of the two.
You know, you know a lot of people who have been in the game who reached a certain peak, probably made millions and millions and millions. And obviously we're not going to name any names, but then maybe 5 years later, you see them working down the street being a salesman at Radio Shack, or something like that. Yeah. How hard, talk about that aspect and how hard it must be to, what do they call it, swallow that humble pie?
Humble pie, man. You don't have to eat humble pie if you don't believe the hype. I never believed my own hype. People always told me how great I was, blah, blah, blah. It's probably one of my problems, too. I don't really get into my own bullshit. I know my problems. I know my issues, and I know my strengths and my weaknesses. And I never really got into my own shit. Okay, I like what I do. I enjoy what I do. But some people actually believe they're who people are telling them they are. And people will blow you up before they blow out. Okay, they'll blow you up and they'll blow your head up, and you, oh yeah, I am that shit. And you rightfully, in some cases, rightfully so, you have a certain talent, you have a certain skill, you have a certain attraction that people really like, but it's not always sustainable, and that's the difference. Sustainability. How does it translate to something else other than what you do? You want to be a DJ forever? Cool, that's what you do. But be the best. Don't if somebody else comes along and knocks you off your pedestal, be prepared to do something else, or stay motivated to try to be better. I never had to compete like that because I always had my second business, which was nightclubs. I came in through the business through nightclubs, and when the business stopped doing what it do, I just transitioned back to nightclubs. So I never had to worry about believing the hype, because the hype was always, it was cool. I enjoyed it. I still enjoy the recognition, but it's not what I thrive on. Some people actually thrive on that. I know guys right now in their 80s, 75, 80 years old, still think they still living in the 70s. Bodyguards. Ain't nobody playing your music. You ain't that dude no more, man. You ain't that dude no more. Take that yellow suit off and go down there and sit down. Okay? And they still think they that dude, man. And my daddy always say, never jump up so high that when you come back down, people can tell the difference. Always try to maintain a certain level of consistency. That way, and women do it sometimes. You get a check, got new hair, new nails, new everything. The check don't roll out. You got a ponytail. You got a ponytail. Okay. Hey, shit ain't shit, little chipped. Okay. And my own man, I said, man, don't buy a bunch of people's names. Don't put a bunch of names on your clothes, because when he go out of style, you go out of style. Man, the simple stuff. Huh? The simple stuff, man. So you can it's ways to do what you do without having to be extra flossy, or even when you hit a bad spot, nobody really knows you hit a bad spot because you still driving the same car. You still got the same haircut. You still got the same consistency in your dress, and you don't really in a real nobody don't know that you tell them.
Damn, dropping some gems, man. I love when you quote your pops, man. He has I see where you get it from. He had a lot of jewels, man.
Yesterday I had a shirt on, silver shirt. It's like a knitted shirt. And I got this shirt like 10, 15 years. The suit, I got the suit 10, 15 years ago. I can't wear the pants no more. I can't the pants, gave them away. But I threw the shirt on, a pair of jeans. Everywhere I went, people compliment, that's a nice shirt, man. You awful clean. There ain't got nobody's name on it. This shirt is 15 years old. Got to be 15 years old, man. Ain't nobody's name on it, and it still looks good. Most of my clothes are relatively old, okay? Most of my clothes are relatively old. I buy clothes all the time. I buy different things to accent what I already have. So I don't have to always re-up my wardrobe. My daughter bought me this Nike suit. My daughters, I got two daughters. They always buy me updated shit. I got on some tennis shoes, What am I wearing? I'm wearing I can't even see it, so damn clean. I'm wearing some Adidas. I normally wear Skechers. So my kids keep me up to date on stuff, but I'm not a big tag person. I'm not a big name person. I like stuff that's fit and looks good and it's gonna give me some durability. And that's always been me. So same thing when you making money, you buy good quality stuff, and whether the IRS is on your ass or you going to the club, you always gonna look good. Always gonna look good.
Yeah. Yeah. What up, OG Steve, man? Hope you're feeling better. Hope your mom is doing good. Little behind the scenes thing, man. His mom was in ICU and he's not doing too well.
Oh man.
So yeah, hope all is well, man.
He dropped the
47 more minutes, man, to just try to escape reality. That's why me and Lonzo are here and we do our show. Now, we're going to talk about the Grammys for sure, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later. A couple people mentioned the Grammys. A lot of crazy stuff happened there. Crazy-ass outfits and people showing up naked and all that. But we'll get to all that later. But there's something I wanted to chat with you about, Lonzo. As soon as I saw this viral clip, you were the first person I thought about, and I was like, we got to discuss this. But just 4 days ago, a 16-year-old suspect accused of taking someone's life collapsed in court and started crying. I'm going to play this. It went viral, but this is the part of the game they don't tell you guys out there. Listen up.
Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of the law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and the moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court made as a whole without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges.
And they're passing out. Held back.
Charges. He was ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim.
So the viral clip is over. That's what I wanted to show you, Lonzo. I would love your thoughts. You know, Lonzo, they tell you, the OGs, man, they tell you about the parties, man. They tell you about how fun it is to put on some gangster rap and go bust on the ops and come back and drink a 40-ounce, maybe smoke a fat blunt. They tell you about all the girls that love the gangsters. But what they don't tell you, Lonzo, is this part right here. Talk to me.
Man, I don't know whether you got my office bugged or what, Dusty, because I had this conversation this morning.
We think alike, homie.
I had this same conversation this morning, man. And we were talking about how we as Black folks, we have this tendency to because of our swagger, put some of the coolest terms on some of the most vile things. What I mean by that is, we can smoke a fool, we can smoke up. We can put work in. We can do whatever it is to a nigga, and it's easy. Oh, I smoked them niggas. We put working on them niggas, blah, 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 blah. But bottom line is there's a terminology for it called a 187, punishable by 25 years to life in the state penitentiary. When you put in work on a nigga, that nigga has a name. That nigga has a family, got a mama, might have kids, got sisters and brothers, got a family, and you do too. And nobody thinks about that. They pump you up to think, oh, that is so cool. Oh man, homeboy, he's a shooter, man. He's a shooter. He got bodies on it. All that shit sounds cool in the streets. But them same fools that got you pumped up in the streets ain't never in the courtroom. They ain't never in the courtroom. Trust me. Never. But you get pumped up. Yeah, man, I put in some work on them fools around the corner. And here's the crazy part. Like I just said, around the corner. Literally, most of the time, the ops may be 4 or 5 blocks away. 4 or 5 blocks away. We have found ways in some communities to resegregate ourselves against ourselves. Fools can't go to the store. A nigga tell you, oh, he was out of bounds. Well, he grocery store, the liquor store. Why is he out of bounds? Because he went to the neighborhood liquor. Hey, but 2 of them. They ran out of what he wanted over there. He come over here, now he out of bounds. Man, this is what we've allowed ourselves to fall victim of. And what happens now is you got, oh man, check this out. Check out the byproduct of all of this. The byproduct, he finna go, God knows how long, maybe 25 to life. That means he'll be through with heterosexual sex, cash money, driving a car, anything got to do with any kind of real meat. He's done. Okay. The brother who got killed, depending on where he shot him at, somebody may benefit from his organs being utilized. He may be able to save somebody's lives because they're going to break him down like a 57 Chevy and pick apart. Okay. Heart, spleen, lungs, all that stuff gets redistributed and repurposed to help somebody else save their lives. Meanwhile, his family got to find money. He probably don't have a 16 years old. There's probably no insurance policy. They got to raise money to bury or cremate him. Okay. The other, he just secured somebody job security for the next 25 years while they watch him in the penitentiary, along with the other brothers that followed in his footsteps in the next few months who's already there. Meanwhile, nobody don't tell you about this part right here. Nobody don't tell you about that part. All them homies that put you up to do what you did, make you feel good, that made you feel that what you did was gonna be right for the hood. Ain't no game, ain't no backup plan, ain't no support plan, ain't no nothing. You out there on your own. You did it for the hood, but you out there on your own. You out there on your own. And me and my buddy were just talking about this a little while ago. I said, Negro, I love you, but I'm not crashing out for you. I wouldn't do it. Don't ask me for that. Okay. That's a video on Instagram about a brother hopping the car. And where we going, man? Homeboy give him a shotgun. We're gonna working on these food. No, I'm not going. Pull over. I'm not doing that. Now, hey, I'm gonna give you some money. No, he did drop for my girl. Man, I'm not getting behind. I'm not going to crash out behind your girl, and I'm not going to feel sorry for you when you go to the penitentiary or if you get killed. I'm sorry, dude. You got a chance to turn around and let this go, but you want to follow through. And it's a funny video, but it's a video that need to go viral because it's one of the realest videos you're going to see. Homeboy, like, no, man, I can't feel sorry for you for doing this right here. And you're going to think people supposed to run down there with packages and send you money. No, we're not doing all that because you got an option right now to let this go and do something else. But most cats, in some cases, will pump you. Oh, man, I got your back. No, you don't. You got your back to catch you. If the cops catch you first, he's done. He's done. So, yeah, Doc, miss me with all that bullshit.
Yeah. As I've mentioned in the past, and I'll mention for anyone who doesn't know, I do a show every Sunday with my friend who is unfortunately serving life behind bars for a similar situation that he committed when he was 17 years old. He's been down going on 20 years. Now, that being said, he has shared this exact experience with me, Lonzo, over and over again. And this is the part I try to hit home on my show. No matter what happens on my channel, if I change content or anything like that, I'm always going to do this show for this reason. He says that when he was out there, he had 20, 50, 60 homies at one point. Everybody was cool. He had a bunch of girls. He got locked up. He said nobody's visited him. The only people that visited was his mother when she was alive, and he just lost her 2 years ago.
I watched the video. I just watched the video.
Yeah. So these gangsters think this is fun, all fun and games, but dude, it's not fun and games when you're sitting in there with 20 years and you ain't got a visit from Nan Homie. You ain't got here's $20 this month. You know what I'm saying? Put it on your books from Nan Homie. No.
Dude, it's really sad, man, that we keep on falling for the same old bullshit. You know, we fall for and it's us convincing us that we need to kill us or damage us or hurt us on a regular basis. Most people don't do that, man. Most cultures don't do that. Everybody has their issues. Don't get me wrong, but we seem to corner the market in ignorance when it comes to this right here. We cornered the market in it. I don't know if you've seen the video of this Klan dude. I think he lives in Indiana. He says we drop off liquor and guns every weekend and watch the news and just watch them kill themselves. We ain't gotta do nothing.
Wow. Damn, that's the realest thing you just said. What?
It's a video. I don't know if this guy's a real Klanman or not, but he got on a Klan suit. He says, we live in Indiana. We drop off guns and drugs and over in Chicago, and we watch the news on Monday morning, and we ain't gotta do nothing. Dude, keep it at 100. If white folks was killing black folks at the rate that black folks kill black folks, we'd all be wearing leather jackets and Tams, just like the Black Panthers were back in the day, looking to put in some work ourselves. Okay, but because the enemy looks like you, how do you fight yourself? When the enemy looks like you,
that hurts my heart. Woo.
How do you fight yourself? When it's all psychological, because you put into a situation where it's almost dog eat dog to a certain level, and you pumped up to think that this is supposed to be real, as opposed to trying to get out of this or make it better. This is all I know. This is what I got. This is where I come from. And every rapper, I just did a screening of my documentary in San Diego Friday, and they played another documentary before mine. And this brother's from LA, Camille or something like that. He was showing how his dad and all his uncles are in the penitentiary, and he's trying to break the cycle by doing his music thing. And it looks like he might be pretty successful, but he wears all the same regalia of somebody looking to get shot. You know, he got the tattoos on the neck, sagging pants, and he calls his dad from the penitentiary. He calls his uncle from the penitentiary. I'm trying to break the cycle, but it just don't seem sincere, because the way he says it is kind of, I'm trying to break the cycle. I'm watching the documentary, and I'm like, okay, is he really? You know, and again, it's real hard to determine what a man's intentions are, but everybody has to look a certain way, but they speak another term. Okay, and that right there is very confusing to me, the ops and the police.
Yeah, J. Roos hit it right on the head. He said we keep blaming the white man while doing it to ourselves, and it's been going on as long as I've been alive. I don't know. Has it been going? Was this something have we always been blaming the white man, or is that this new thing? Lonzo, help me out, because I remember going back to the 90s a little bit, but was this the 80s thing? Was this a 70s thing, a 60s thing?
We've always had situations that were systemic racism. But when you know you got a problem, do you feed into the problem, or do you try to find a solution? That's the difference. People use some of these things as an excuse to do what they do, as opposed to, hey, you know what? I know I didn't come from very much, but I got to get an education. I got to get something. I got to get some skills. I got to do something. Everybody want to grab a sack. Everybody can't grab a sack. I couldn't get a job. You could have started a business. You could have started doing something. I see brothers out there selling water. I buy water from mine. I got water in my car. I still buy water from them. I see people from other races come over here. They got streets lined up with selling everything from Tupperware to tacos. Okay, if you want to get some money, you can get some money. You ain't got to sell dope to get it. But sometimes people don't figure some money ain't as attractive as other money, and I'm guilty of that too.
That's crazy, because it's all green. It's all green.
But some people only like money that's flashy money. Okay, some people like flashy money. All right, if you can't get it flashy, it ain't fun, man. You know, real estate ain't flashy money. You get that money's quiet money. You want quiet money at some point in time in your life. But when I was doing my club thing, dude, I was like that. You know, I didn't want no job. I wanted to be the club owner, where I could wear suits and be the boss and be king ding-a-ling. Okay, that's something to aspire to for a young man from the hood. You know, brother got a brand new car, house. You know, I'm doing my thing. I look like a dope dealer, but I wasn't. And that is kind of the attraction to doing dirt, because if you can't do dirt, you can't get the flash from a regular job. Doc. It's hard to get flash from a regular job. You don't get all the rings and the watches and the flash from a regular job, man. You know, you got to have a hell of a job to be able to go out and spend the kind of money these rappers do on, or some of these cats do on jewelry. take a whole lot of money. So cats want that flash, they want that look, and they take penitentiary chances of taking chances on getting killed in the streets or getting robbed to be able to give themselves that that look, that persona.
Yeah.
Hey,
dropping game tonight, Lonzo. Dropping game tonight, man. Shout out to the chat. We're almost halfway through the show, so I might as well take this opportunity to remind you all to hit that like button if you haven't already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. You are tuned in to N.W.A. Stories with Lonzo. I am Dusty Vision. That is Alonzo Williams, the godfather of West Coast hip hop. If you don't know, do your Google search and go down that rabbit hole. And definitely check out some of the videos we have here in our video section. We have a lot going on, and we have a lot of good archive videos, interviews with people that you will never see on any other channels, exclusive stuff. So we do appreciate you all joining. Lonzo, one more clip that I want to play for you that went viral this week. Oh, man. So this real big heavy chick who is a rapper apparently, she is suing Lyft because she was too heavy to get inside the car. Now, some people are supporting her and condemning the Lyft driver. Some are condemning the big girl and applauding the Lyft driver. I'm going to go on and play this little news clip, and then we're going to discuss it.
A Detroit rapper denied a lift from Lyft. She says it's due to her size. Jessica Dupnack from our Fox sister station explains.
Hey, have you been in cars that size? Yes, I have. I've been in cars smaller than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get
It's a big girl, by the way. We're going to keep it going.
to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, it's that.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
It's a little ass car, by the way, for this big ass girl. Let's keep it pushing though.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car.
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there.
Man, talk to me. This is giving me Lizzo vibes for some reason. Lizzo 2022 vibes for some reason. But talk to me.
I saw this clip. Big sister, man. It's a big sister. It's like 350, maybe 4. Okay. She can get in, but she might not be able to get out. Okay. And I don't want to, dude, I don't want to clown no big people.
This is not clowning, not at all, right? We're just keeping it real, but we're not clowning.
You know, people want people to ignore reality. Okay. You're a extremely large person. I may not have the manpower to get you out of my car. If I get you in, I might be able to get you out. And it may take you more time than I want to spend to get you in and out. Simple as that. I mean, I had a guy one time wanted to come to the club. This dude was huge. This dude, I didn't deny him entry, but it took him forever to get up the steps. Even after dark, got 15 steps to it. And the homeboy had to stop halfway through and just sit there and huff and puff. Meanwhile, could nobody else get in the club? When you see these kind of situations, man, and it's, you know, people you want to sue for that? You need to get one of them access vans to get your big ass around. Get your access van. They got a lift on it and put you in the car. I mean,
hey, U-Haul. Ooh, I just thought of something, man. U-Haul should run out their trucks and use the back. Hey, once again, we're not clowning. We're just keeping it real.
But people want people to ignore facts. You're a big person. You're not just big, but you're extra big. You're extremely large. I'm looking at the gut. I mean, come on, man. Come on. It's you know, accept the fact you're embarrassed. That's what it is. You're embarrassed. Right. And you want to go to the next level. Bottom line, I understand. You're embarrassed because you couldn't get a left ride. And what happened if you get in the man's car and something does happen? Now you want to swing for that? Get out of here with that bullshit. Yeah. Okay. What if something happened to the man's car And it did. It wasn't because of your way. You're gonna find some way to find a reason to sue him for that. Some people are just sue happy, man, and nothing you can do to make them happy.
Oh no, OG Steve says they say she got an OnlyFans. Let me go throw up real quick. Give me 20 seconds.
Y'all, it's some kinky some bitches out there.
But you know what? There's somebody out there that will, man,
on her ass and throw enough dust on her to find the wet spot, boy, and take it home.
Oh, pick a roll. Just pick a roll. She probably got like 7. Never mind. We gonna stop. All right, we gonna stop.
Hey, dude, there's a market for that too, man. There
is. I mean, and I like a big girl, but that's big.
Come on, man. Come on. She got. I looked at her, man. She got a gang of rolls, man. You got to lift that up to find. You have to take a Viagra and a damn Dramamine to keep from getting seasick. All that rubber, you get seasick, man. You have to take a Dramamine and a damn Viagra to get to work with that one, dude. Come on, dude.
You are cold for that one, Lonzo. Let's move on before the BBBBBBW girls cancel us. the SSBBBW girls gonna cancel us.
Hey, man, you know what? I like them thick too, but god damn, come on, baby, give me, come on, put something down the bacon or something. Go ahead. Anyway, man.
Yeah, and not even that. Let's talk about the real aspect of it, Lonzo. You know, people who don't pay attention to their health, man. You talk about it all the time, dude. You know, it's a blessing to be able to walk upright at your age. You know, I see people your age, and dude, they look like they're knocking on heaven's door. Like you seem to do it much better than a lot of the people I know your age. But you know, talk to these kids, man. We might as well break it down and give them some game. You know how important your health is, dog.
I had a friend of mine. I just talked to her the other day. I didn't realize what the situation was, what it was, and first of all, before I go any further, I got to give our condolences to my partner Richie. He passed on Friday.
That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Keep going though.
I just saw him. I went to the hospital and seen him 2 weeks ago. He didn't look good that day, and he passed Friday. And we all suspect, he was having issues with that joy juice, and that's the man's business. But I tell people sometimes people like certain things more than they enjoy life. Some people like alcohol. Some people like cigarettes. Some people like food that they know they shouldn't be eating. Even if they have a disease that's caused by food, they still enjoy that food more than they enjoy life. And I, personally, I don't enjoy cigarettes like that. I don't enjoy alcohol like that. I enjoy doing what I do. And I know you can't do it all. You can't be, super alcoholic, super smoking, even if it's weed, okay? You can't do it all and still function. It's going to have an effect on some point in time. And I'm trying to do all I can to get whatever I got covered. So if I was hanging out, hey man, nope, I ain't drinking no more, man. I'm doing my best not to get a 5. I will not put myself in position to get a 502. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put myself in position, heart-wise, by eating a bunch of extra pork. I love turkey bacon. I love the way regular bacon tastes. I don't eat it. That's my preference. If somebody else want to eat it, knock yourself out. But understand that may come with consequences. Okay. Never smoke cigarettes. Every once in a while, I used to smoke cigars, and even that lost its appeal because I'm literally putting smoke on my lungs. I'm literally inhaling smoke. And if I smoke something other than a cigar that's going to get me a buzz, because one thing about it, if you hear something that's real strong when it comes to that other stuff, it ain't going to stay in your lungs that long. Trust me. You're going to cough it right back out. Bottom line is, figure out what you like and figure out what you value. Figure out what's important to you. I had a friend of mine, one of my good friends. She always liked to smoke cigarettes, and I talked about, what about your grandkids? I love them too, but I told you love them cigarettes more than you love them grandkids, don't you? No, I don't. Yes, you do. You will continue to smoke in spite of saying you love your grandkids. You can't. you can't say that you love your grandkids and continue to smoke, knowing that you already got high blood pressure and had a stroke. Can't do all that. You're lying to yourself. And that is the biggest person that we usually lie to. The most consistent lies told to yourself. Real talk.
Ooh. Man, you getting February off to a good start, Lonzo, dropping that game, man. This is the stuff that these kids need to hear. It's obvious you grew up without a father, and he instilled a lot of that stuff in you, dude. I'm telling you, man. I keep pushing that father thing because it's so important. You don't hear this nowadays. I don't hear other men talk like this, dog, even on podcasts. And once again, that's probably why we're not as successful. We can probably do some bullshit every week and go viral if we want. It's easy to go viral, by the way. You know what I mean? But like we always talk about, man, you want to wake up with some dignity. And doing this show is dignity right here, man. You're dropping game, dude.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Doc. It is what it is, man. My man, like I said, my man taught me a lot of stuff. I teach my son, but I teach him a lot of stuff as well. But you have to be open to learn. You got to be prepared. Even if somebody give you the game, are you prepared to play it the way they're telling you? One of the biggest problems I had back in the day, even with the WRECKIN crew, even at Eve After Dark, Jeff D would give me instructions, and I will follow his instructions whether he was there or not. His own son wouldn't do it. Man, he ain't here no more. No, I'm not doing that, dude. The man told me to do so and so and so, and call me a sellout, call me a punk. I don't care. I stayed there for 40 years. Okay, doing what you're told, understanding. Hey, I might not understand his methods, but I'm not in his position either. Everybody's position is different in life, man. Everybody's position is different in life. So when you see somebody have somebody like him got multiple pieces of property, all I do is I run his club. He's not going to let me jeopardize this whole empire for something over here stupid. So when he tells me to do a certain thing and I don't understand why, because I don't see life through his glasses, I have to do what he says do, because if I violate that, I can end everything. The reason why, when one of the guys that left the club, and I was there the last time, a guy, I would let him do some things after hours from time to time, and it became a habit for him. And I'm trying to help him out. I'm in violation of not only Jeffrey laws, but state laws of alcohol beverage control. And I let him do it a couple of times. It was a big event. Then he wanted to make it a habit. I said, "Can't make it a habit." He had the nerve to go around me to Jeff D, and tell him Lonzo won't let me keep the club open past 2:00. He said, "Motherfucker, that's his job. Okay, that's his responsibility." That week, Jeff D said, "Get rid of him. Get rid of him." And he was gone. I had to cut him loose. And he and I made a shitload of money together. I was trying to get a nigga a break, even though he was trying to backstab me. But he said, "No, he got to go." Because if all the money y'all make together, here's what he told me. If all the money y'all make together, he'll still try and backstab you to come directly to me. He ain't no good. Let him go. I had to cut him loose.
Yep. I gotta agree. That's a good move right there. That's a good move. Before we continue, I'm gonna thank Miami 808. He shot us a donation earlier. We forgot to give him a shout out. We were in such deep conversation. Appreciate you, my man. And if anyone else is feeling a little giving, hit that $. Truly, truly appreciate it. Let's talk about, before we end it with the Grammys, Lonzo, let's talk about Richie Rich. And we'll give it as much time as we can because he was an important figure. LA Dream Team, LA Dream Team was in the house, was huge. One of the first songs I remember hearing on the radio and wanting and loving and just recording on tape, you know, but you had a deeper connection with him. So talk to us about the real Richie Rich, his contribution to hip hop, LA Dream Team, how you and him met. Let's give him some love, man.
Me and Richie Rich connected after the WRECKIN crew split. I decided after a few weeks of passing on gigs, I decided to put together me a new crew. And Dream Team wasn't doing anything. Richie Rich was like a utility guy. He was in the picture, but he didn't record with the Dream Team. Okay, he was in the picture. Him and Bert and Lisa And sometimes he would go, sometimes he wouldn't, but he was in the picture, and they wasn't doing a whole lot at the time. And hey, man, I need some crew members. I need a couple of guys. I need some guys with some experience to go on the road with. And Richie Rich was recommended to me, and then Richie Rich brought me Battle Cat. I got Jay, man, he's cool, blah blah blah, from the hood, you know. And Battle Cat came over here 17, 18 years old. I think he was 17 when Battle came joined the Wreckin crew, and we toured together. Richie was always a smooth brother, always got a line of bullshit. And he always talked, yeah, Lonzo, man, we got to get, you know, I'm gonna get the dream team, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, man. And you know, watch this, Lonzo, because you know, because man, you the Godfather, man. You know, that was his whole thing. And I'm just Richie Rich, but you know, I'm gonna have $1 billion day no matter what. You know, that was kind of his thing. And we did a birthday party together. We both were Geminis. Me, Richie Rich, Arabian Prince. We'd always do birthday parties together. And but you know, lately we saw a little difference in him, and everybody talked about him. Everybody had a concern, but sometimes folks love what they love, man. And I took time out to go see him. I heard he was in the hospital. I went to go see him, and I did not feel great when I left him, because I didn't know if that was going to be the last time, and apparently it is. Cool dude, very cool brother. I don't know, nobody got anything bad to say about him. He was always around. He was everywhere, you know. But I couldn't figure out exactly. What he did. Okay, I don't recall him ever writing a song. I know he's a producer, but I don't know if he had a song ever produced. I'm gonna have to ask Battle Cat. Battle Cat would probably know more than I did. But he was always in everybody's. He was like General Jeff. He was like a cooler version of General Jeff. General Jeff was in multiple groups. He never had his own record, but he was always in a group. He never produced a song, but he would get a verse from time to time. And it's a few guys in West Coast hip hop that I know of that fit that description, that are cool guys, always around. Everybody knows who they are. And from time to time, they'll jump on the stage with somebody and do something. And, you know, that was Richie Rich is one of those guys. And if I'm missing something, please, y'all know something I don't know, please correct me. No, not the Richie Rich from Oakland. There's two. This one's from LA. He was triple OG from West Coast. He was 59 years old when he passed. No, people think it's the same Richie Rich from Oakland. It's not the same brother. I have a picture with my world class posse picture. I think Richie Rich was in the front row next to Battle Cat. Battle Cat was in the center. I'm gonna find that picture. I'll post it up later on.
Now, the song LA Dream Team is in the house. Yes, they're here. The Dream Team is here. And I know he joined the group later on, if I'm not mistaken, because obviously Snake Puppy and Rudy Pardee were the original members of that. Do you know anything about that? Can you talk to us more just about that specific group? And if you can tell us also about the come up of that song, LA Dream Team is in the house. Do you remember any behind the scenes stuff about that?
When the Dream Team first came out, they were Rudy worked at Wendy's on Century and Crenshaw. Snake Puppy was going to get a job. They got to talking about, you know, DJing and blah blah blah. They ended up doing something. Rudy had a little studio at his pad. Rudy was already DJing, and they both was tall, slim dudes. So they looked like brothers more than anything else. And they formed the first jam. The first thing was Rockberry Jam. And I never forget, we were at Dudo's, and I never met Rudy before. He'd come up to Dudo's looking for me, and they said, "Hey man, this is a guy I want to talk to you about using your name in the record." He was really a novice to the game, and Rudy went around and asked everybody, could he use that, mention them in this record, Rockberry Jam. And I'm like, huh? He says, yeah, man. And I heard the record, WRECKIN crew, Rock the House, Ice-T, Uncle Jam's Army. He got there from LA. And then he came out a few months later with Dream Team was in the house. And that motherfucker became the party anthem. That shit was banging. Okay. And he had that snare he used in that song was a combination of a trash can and a drum, something like that. He said he had sampled the trash can and doubled it with something else to get that different kind of snare. And they took it to the house, man. That was their shit. That became their shit. It was a chant and response song. It did very well, up tempo, and we always were with the Dream Team was probably our biggest competition when it came to World Class Wrecking Crew. They were our biggest competition. One, they were hold on, let me call Snake Puppy. See if I can get him on the phone right. But we got 10 minutes left.
There it is.
I'm gonna call Snake Puppy. Hold on there. See if Snake.
I love this show. Original founding member of LA Dream Team. You guys remember that song, right? Yes. They're here. The Dream Team is here.
Let me see.
Man, such a good time. That literally that song takes me back to a very, very good time. A boombox.
That shit was fun, man.
A tape, hit and record.
Let's see if Snake Puppy answers.
See if Snake Puppy is available.
It might be a Taco Tuesday playing pool.
Your call has.
I think we've called him a couple times in the past, and it was always on a Tuesday. And he plays pool or something. He said,
I'm gonna do a surprise call. I just heard this brother was retiring on this retirement tour. I was gonna call him before the show, see if he's available right quick.
Gosh.
Yeah, I just got the flyer. And he's on this.
Hello?
DJ Yella.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey man, I got you on my podcast right quick. You got a minute?
Yeah.
I hear about you retiring, man.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Come on, man. Come on. What
Damn.
farewell tour is this shit? How you? What you gonna do? Run for office or some shit?
I don't know.
Why? Is there a reason why you retire? You just tired or what? You just come on, man.
I mean, God told me to call it quits, so I'm gonna call it quit.
Bro, you don't play golf. You're married now.
Yeah.
You're gonna be home all the time, kicking it.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure there ain't no reason that you have to retire.
No. God told me it's done, so
all right.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So how many more gigs you gotta do before you wrap it up, man?
April 12th is my last in Switzerland, so
okay. You
Dre Q call a day after, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
wow. Okay.
That's it.
Wow. End of an era, man. You're the only one that's still performing. You and Q.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
You got how many passports have you filled up so far, man?
The first one and then the second one. I'm on the second one is the more pages.
Wow. It's brother been
Well, they don't even stamp no more. So
what they do?
It's rare. It's all electronic now.
Ah, okay.
Go by your face. You cut the stamp, but not very many.
Okay. All right. I guess you're gonna become a preacher now, right? You're gonna become a pastor, get you a church? Pastor Yella?
No, I go to my son-in-law's daughter's there, so wife go there, so I'm good. I play the drums every week, so
okay. All right. Hey man, I saw the
can
flyer.
I ask you a quick question, Yella?
Yeah.
Before you head out?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
You know, speaking of the man above, I know you recently had a very viral video that went viral that was very emotional. Really, really good video where something happened to you in church, and can you explain that and just talk to us about, please?
It was I had already been doing deliverance with my son-in-law 2 different times, and I had like 20, 21, 22 demons come out at them sessions. And then that one, he just happened to talk about it during the middle of church. No rehearsal, nothing that. And it just happened by the word he said. Manifest. And it came out right then. I mean, it can't get no realer than that.
So was it a demon of traveling? Or
of course. Yeah, a demon. There's a demon. And I still got more demons in me. Once I finished DJing my final show, then I think we're gonna get the last ones out because a lot came in from music, a whole bunch, a lot. I mean, just whether from our own sin we get all these demons, or we get them from our ancestors, our parents, whatever they was into. We don't know what they was into. That stuff is real. I mean, most people think once you get saved, you good. That's what I thought for 11 years. So I changed churches and went to my son-in-law church, and God revealed it to me myself. Not what I was told, not what I read. He revealed it. Even though, think about it, all our life we born sinners. So it's all kind of demons attached to us. Got permission to be there. We get saved, which is the greatest thing you can do, but then you got to get delivered out of all the stuff, and then you got to get healed, then you got to get delivered. Because all of us come from broken hearts, broken homes, whatever it was. Parents, whatever, disappointed about something, whether it was girls. I mean, like me, I grew up with just my mother. So I didn't know what it was to have a dad. I don't have no idea. None at all. So that's a broken heart. I mean, all kind of stuff happened to me in my life. All kind of broken hearts. The demon been after me a long time, since I was like 5 years old. They were trying to get me. And I have pretty tough ones come out. Really tough ones come out.
Wow, Doc.
Is it safe to say that your involvement in N.W.A. put a lot of those demons in you?
I mean,
the energy that it put out there.
Just the music. Remember, I did porn, music, the girls, all kind of stuff, lying, whatever whatever we did in our
shit
life.
back in the day. Trust me.
Yeah. Sin. I mean, sin brings them in. Definitely brings them in.
Yeah, he wasn't much of nothing back in the day, Doc.
Oh yeah, I know I was no good.
I can verify that shit, boy.
Well, you know what? That makes me feel happy, Yella. That makes me feel happy that you're doing that. I want to wish you the best in that. And that's about as deep as it gets. You were involved with one of the biggest groups in hip hop history. Not only that, a gangster rap group, and a lot of demons, unfortunately, go into that as well. People probably listen to your music on the way to go do drive-bys.
Oh yeah, all time, all kind of stuff. Many times people stopped me recently. They said, "Man, you guys was my soundtrack to my childhood." Many people say that. Even from the WRECKIN crew days, people said, "Oh man, we made babies off of you guys." It's sin.
You know what? I'd much rather be on the side of making babies and rather than taking lives. Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's all sin, but the thing about a sin is sin. Whether you're lying, whether you're murdering, raping, it's all the same in God's.
I got you. All right. DJ Yella, what for a minute, dude. We're about to wrap up the show. Good looking out. I'm gonna pray for you. Keep your head up. Keep doing your thing, man. You ought to do a show here in the city, man, to wrap up like a closing show or something, man.
I got. That's it.
I'm gonna talk to the city, see if we can do something for that, man. I'm gonna see if we can do something. All right. Well,
okay.
All right, Doc. What's up, baby? Peace. DJ Yella, world class WRECKIN crew, and N.W.A. Rap. He's the first cat out that I've ever known to retire. I ain't never heard nobody say I'm retiring from anything. I mean, people talk that shit from a musical standpoint, but I've never seen anybody say I'm not doing no more shows. Most artists go to their grave doing shows. That's deep. Hey, folks, it's almost time to wrap up, Doc.
Man, we got about 4 more minutes. You have anything you want to talk about, or you want to wrap it up with the Grammys, man? There was a few things that went viral.
We started early. That's right. We ain't finished. That's right. We ain't finished. We got 5 more minutes.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, you're right. So we done. We keep going. You want to keep going or wrap it up?
We keep going for a few more minutes. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, do a few more minutes, man. Might as well talk about some of the stuff at the Grammys. Kendrick obviously winning. That was dope. People are really upset with Beyonce winning Country Music Album of the Year. And let's see, Kanye West's wife shows up naked. You pick one, man.
Let's talk about Kanye's wife getting naked. I don't, dude. Yeah, I don't understand that, brother, man. I don't understand that, brother. For a man that loves his mama the way he to put his wife out there on the front of the world, that's some confusing shit. I'll never understand that. But you know something I really want to talk about before I go there? I'm trying to figure out how 50 Cent got into a beef with Big Meech.
I saw that go viral, but I haven't dug deep into it. What do you know about it?
Allegedly, Big Meech is hanging out with Rick Ross. You know, Rick Ross and 50 ain't never jailed on nothing. And I saw where Big Meech was actually doing a promo for Rick Ross's car show at his ranch, wherever Atlanta, wherever it is. And 50 was like, dude, you know, he got posts going around like homeboy's a rat, and canceling his the BMF episode after this season because he ain't, you know, he can't rock with him if you rocking with homeboy. You know, 50 don't play. 50 don't play. No. You cross him, you crossed out.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So yeah, that's true. Okay, I got to dive a little bit deeper into that, man.
Yeah. When you cross 50, you crossed out, and that's real talk. Okay. Yeah. And they were seeing videos of people asking, why are we giving this guy so much love when he was a demon of destruction? You know, he sold tons of dope, man. A lot of people died and lives were destroyed behind his product. But we act like for some reason he's supposed to be some kind of savior. I don't understand that, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not mad at him personally. I don't understand the psychology of why we have to give this guy so much reverence when he's obviously, you know, was in a life destroying game, and a lot of lives were destroyed behind his game. Are we that desperate for a hero?
That's crazy, bro. Are we that desperate for a hero? And sadly, it sounds like it. Yeah. Going even back to the pimp days when you used to want to be a pimp.
We got some thinking to do, man. We, you know, I don't know, man. It's some things I don't even want to say on camera because this stuff's gonna get played and get edited and get twisted up. But there's some things I think we as a people we have to really have to do some soul searching. And do we really why? And I got to say this because I was just on Clubhouse. And I will never understand why we are continue to fight for the right to be niggas. Why is that so important to us? Why is that word so important to us? I can't think of no word that is so foul or so viral. If you call a white boy that word, he'll knock the shit out your ass. I want to understand that, man. I will never understand. I'm trying my best to wrap around I've heard all the excuses, all the definitions and the GA versus ER. But if a white boy call you either one with the GA or the ER, he got a problem. And I can't think of no word that will spark the same type of reaction from us to them. You call them rednecks, hunkies, whatever, and it don't have the same effect. But you let him do it to you, and it's grounds for a lawsuit, ground for firing, ground for a trip to HR, ground for ass whooping. Folks will burn out, will crash out behind them using it, but take the same word and I've used it a couple times in this show. I'll never understand our mentality when it comes to that.
Man, Lonzo, doesn't get much more realer than that. Before we head out, thank you guys again for joining the show. This was a great show, man. This was a great show. Just the vibe and everything, having Yella call in and all that. We appreciate everybody. Hit them with that outro, Lonzo, unless you have any last words.
No, we out of here, folks. I'll see y'all in Sacramento on March the 10th. In the meantime, folks, for those who never heard of me, I'm the first one to put Dr. Dre in the surgery, stuck ice cube in the freezer till he got cold on the eve after dark, 50-yard line into Super Bowl. In the movie Straight Outta Compton, Hollywood bullshit, because it was all cap. Peace, y'all.